Okay, this is the recap for April 15th, 2024. So heading into the Open, we had pretty good rally going on overnight with some strength. On Friday, we had a exhausted breakdown. The market had moved from 52.50 all the way 100 points down, and so now we were working off the exhaustion and pulling back, and there was this mild possibility, certainly not strong because it's not a very good pattern, but it was still there of maybe sort of a failed breakdown here, and we had balance broke out, balance broke out, balance broke out, and then we were up here at good resistance. I did want to short here, but we had this reaction, and then I was up a little higher, and probably if I was doing more than just exhaustions, then I may have been able to find a short here, but just staying with the process for now, and I didn't end up getting short, but saw the structure and how it was developing here, and then it went straight down, I guess, on news, and I was thinking it's still possible for it to hold this and continue rallying sort of with this failed breakdown, and so I did get long around 84.50, and I had my stop down a little lower than Luis's zone just because the volatility, and then as I got filled, and then I started to look at this, and I got filled in here like this, and I was like, okay, I see. I guess I kind of missed this failed breakdown. Like, I don't know. I saw it was now a failed breakdown, and this pullback was probably actually shortable to go back with the bigger pattern now. So I wanted to get out of this. I considered just taking it right when it went back up here in 94. But I got my scale, and then I just moved my stop, and got taken out at break even, and that was that. But then, so now the daytime frame pattern had kind of lined up with the bigger pullback continuation, and so I was thinking that this could be a good confluent short here. It's just I didn't know really where to put my stop. We were kind of in a range. I mean, it's you see this and you think, how did I miss that? But it wasn't entirely clear where to put the stop, I thought, so I wasn't going to short 85. I mean, I might have shorted something a little higher, but I just didn't really know what to do here. I thought maybe we could even just start to balance. It did seem like because of the breakdown that we were going to come down to here, but I didn't really know what to do here in terms of I saw that there was the possibility of a continuation. It just seemed like pullback in the middle of the range, and I didn't have a really good feel for how high it might go back up, but it was kind of lined up. The two patterns sort of were lined up, so it may have been worth taking some kind of risk here if it was a little more exhausted. And I was thinking of like, okay, maybe my stop needs to go at 5200 or up here, but it wasn't really a setup for me. But I was still trying to think, okay, if it exhausts up here, I was still considering trying it. And then on the downside here, once this started to break with wide range bars, although this is kind of a valid exhaustion first test setup, there's just the bigger pattern with the, we had the lower high, and we had the failure here at this sort of overnight low and failed breakdown kind of area. I just felt like this probably wasn't worthwhile as a great trade, and I couldn't really see how to get like I had 52 quarter, I think, and I wanted to be out like in this area. So I was thinking, if I want to be out here, I mean, it's not a very good trade, and I'm not very confident in this zone, so I just left it alone. And then I had these set up, I think, at 30, and then like a daisy chain like at 20, and then stop down here. And then I just saw it was liquidating, and NAS looked like it was having a giant breakdown, and I'm not looking at it, but I did peek at the 120-minute chart just to see, because Nawais had mentioned it, and I thought, if this thing breaks, it's gonna, there's gonna be so many sellers in NASDAQ that I don't really think these are gonna even matter, even though they're larger time frames. So here you're with the bigger picture bullish bias, and it's bigger picture zone. Under normal circumstances, I think these would have been good, but NAS was having actually a bigger picture break, so in that case, I don't think these are worthwhile. And by the time we were halfway through this bar and the bar patterns, and I was just like, I'm not going to get involved here. And let's see, yeah. So that's everything.